Yo, it is mock draft Monday, so we definitely go get another mock draft going. Let's see, 2025 season PP. Whoa, yeah, PPR. Say this must be having some old. Why are they always doing the old settings when I have it here? I don't like that. We went from the first last time, so now we're doing the third. Oh, this last setting I was doing still what is that? The Scott Fishbowl. Matter of fact, we just did that. What a shirt. Oh, this is sponsors, but I don't know if I got this in a frame or not. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you got that. I'm gonna stop trying. Don't know if you get that. Stop trying. But yeah, free t-shirt. So that draft went okay. I mean, it was rough, man. You know, if you want your guy, you better take him around early. Like, I was looking at the Scott Fishball ADP on Fantasy Life, and man, people was getting their guy. That's all I'm gonna say. People was getting their guy. So we'll put this to 2. I'm trying to make this like a regular redraft league, isn't it? Something like that. Like might have 2 flexes. I'm not gonna do a kicker. I'll do a defense, and then it might have 5 bench spots. That seem about right. Let's see, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think that's more because it might. Yeah, I see run across a lot of redraft leagues that it's really 1 flex, a kicker, and a deep. So yeah, so I'm doing 2 flexes, no kicker. We'll do 1 defense, and that should be good to go. I got the rookie. I think I put the rookie slightly higher last time. Let's put it high. Let's put it high this time to see if they go to right spots with this more. All right. And let's start the draft off at the 3rd spot. And what is going on? You know what? I already know what happened. Let's go back. There's a super flex position that I must have left. There you go. As soon as I seen that. All right, let's start the draft. Why Alexa always going off? Here we go. Chase went first, B John went second. So I like Lamb situation more than I like Jefferson. So and that's who they. But I'm gonna be honest, when there's only 2 spots for the running back, and there's only 2 spots for the wide receiver, I usually prioritize the running backs. But I'm gonna prioritize the wide receivers. We'll see how my team end up looking. We'll see. And if it don't look good, I'm gonna prioritize running backs next week. So let's go CD Lamb. Let's see if we can put it together. All right. Then we got Jefferson, Gibbs, Achane, Genty, Barkley. Barkley went at the 108. Thought that happened in a regular redraft league. Nico at the 109, Neighbors at the 110, St. Brown at the 111, Brian Thomas at the 112. Puka way at the 201. This is a weird draft. What is going on? McCaffrey at the 202, great value. AJ Brown at the 203, 204, Lad McConaughey, 205, Jacobs, 206, London, that feels like great value. 207, Derrick Henry, 208, Bowers, 209, Jackson Smith, and I get the 210. So I'm not gonna go over each player round for round. I just wanted to go over that because that's an important round. And yeah, it got some, like I said, people fail, some interesting picks. So they telling me McBride, I didn't pick the number of McBride in all best ball, but I don't really want him like that, on a regular redraft league. But, at this position, I can see why somebody might pick it. Like, I'm not excited about these picks right here. And when I have a pick at the end of the second round, like, I feel comfortable drafting or running a quarterback, one of the elite quarterbacks in the 3rd round. But when you have a late second round pick like this, you can pick the quarterback that you want. You got late because your pick is only a few picks later. So you're not losing that much value just going quarterback. So if there's a certain quarterback I wanted, I know they offer me Josh Allen. Let's say I want Lamar instead. Bam, pick Lamar. Garrett Wilson goes, which I'm on the fence about him. McBride goes, not worried about missing him. Devontae Adams goes, not worried about missing out on him. T. Higgins goes, I do like T. Higgins. So, and then bam, get the pick. Now, I am liking Bucky Irvin. I feel like he could be the new Kamara. He just got to stay healthy, you know. So I'm gonna pick Bucky Irvin. I'm picking some Bucky Irvin. All right. I do want to be looking at my teams while I'm picking. They're telling me DJ Moore. I end up picking DJ Moore sometimes because he falls to me. Let's go to the cheat seat. We already got our quarterback, so we don't have to worry about that. Running back on the tier 3, you got Kenneth Walker, Herbert. I like Herbert. Tier 4 for our receivers. No one really excites me like that. But I'm willing to take a chance on Marvin Harrison in a 4th. I'm willing to take a chance. Why not? You know, yeah. And I can pick one of these running backs the next round. I think I'm going Marvin Harrison, even though Moore might probably be the best pick. I think Moore got a better floor than Marvin Harrison. You know, I would love to have Harrison when he actually breaks out. I mean, that would be nice. But this is a bit of hopium when you make this pick, when you know DJ Moore will have a better floor. This is a bit of hopium. This is a hopium pick just because I loved him as a prospect. I already know. The question is, which one will I pick when I'm in a money league on the clock? That is the real question. I'm going to really have to think about this, when it comes to my when my leagues start drafting next month. Bam. So Herbert's still there for me to get Herbert. So, but I do love these rookies. But I think Herbert did well. The thing, he's not on a team I feel like have a guaranteed playoff spot. So maybe he might get shut down at the end of the season. That's what I would be worried about. But all right. All right, we got our quarterback, running back field, and the wide receivers on the starters. We got a tight end and 2 flex positions left, and the defense. This is what they're currently offering me. I love Romaduzzi as a prospect, but I already drafted a hopium player. You can't put too many hopium players on your team. Players that you just pumping hope in your veins, hoping they make it there. I can't have too many hopium players because I might end up drafting a rookie too. If you drafted a rookie, it's a hopium player too. They're a hopium player too. So I might have to skip out on the Rome experience. I think Jamin Williams feels like the best pick. He does feel like the best pick. Hold up. Swift or Jamin. This one I go to my rankings and see which one I have higher. So Jameson versus Swift. Let's see. Swift. All right. We're going with Jameson. I do have Jameson higher. We will hope that Swift makes it to us. If he don't, he don't. If he dies, he dies. And he doesn't make it to us. So Swift goes to the next pick. That's tough. Hawkinson. I feel like all these tight ends offer the same value. So it's I'm talking about all the way to Tucker Kraft. Like, I don't feel like I'm making an edge picking tight end early right now. So I could take Doomsday right here. Feels like a hopium pick, like I said. Stephon Diggs, a little on the old side. Let's check the cheat sheet. I'm not a Tony Pollard fan. Let me go look and see what I got. I got his numbers is. It's not horrible, but I'm just not a fan. I like Spears more. I'm more excited, man. I might have to go wrong with Doomsday. This is going to be a hopium team, and I do not recommend a hopium type team. Maybe I should. And if I'm going to pick a hopium player, I feel like I need to reach on running back. I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take a wide receiver in the next tier. I'm going Ricky Purcell. Why not? I think I want Ricky Purcell. You know, I feel like the Niners offense is gonna bounce back. They go bounce back. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick him. Can I just click on here and pick him? There you go. It said there was a slight reach. There was a 71% chance he would have been there. Yeah. I got you. I got you. Let's see who they offer me now. Javante, the only one. No, let me look at that cheat sheet. Is Scatterboo still on the board? It will be Javante or Scatterboo. People talking like Javante just done. I'm not really on board with that. I'm betting more so on Javante. Yeah. Let's see what is looking like for the tight ends. Tight ends, we still got option for tight end. I say I'm not really worried about tight end. So let's go Javante. Hope Scatterboo's still there. Then I'm gonna pick Scatterboo. Yeah. Tight ends, like I said, the tight ends still there. No defenses are coming off the board yet. A lot of people like Jordan Mason. I wasn't a fan of him as a prospect. I know he did, the little something in San Fran. A lot of people remember the hype more so of his performance because if you go look at his numbers, if I'm not mistaken, like them numbers, like fell off at the end. Look. I'm glad you pull us up and see because people don't realize this. Like people are focused. People are focused on him going to a good offense and all this, but this is what you was getting. 22 points the first game, 17.4. Like I said, the hype was big. Everybody spent their fab on him. He returned it real quick. Third game, 10.8, came back down to life. Then he went back up 24 points. Then after that, never scored double digits again. Never scored double digits again. Week 5, 8.8 points. Week 6, 9.2 points. Week 7, 8.9 points. Week 8, 1.8 points. Week 10, 0.5 points. Week 11, 1.3 points. Week 12, 2.3 points. Week 13, 7.8 points. Now, I will say week 10 to week 12, wow, I don't remember. Well, week 8 to week 12, I don't remember why this man wasn't getting the majority of the snap share. I don't know what was going. I can't remember what was going on there, but that's another red flag right there because, McCaffrey came back. Okay. I do remember that. McCaffrey did come back for a couple games. But let's go back to before McCaffrey came back. Week 5, 8.8 points. He got 64% of the snaps. Week 6, he got 28% of the snaps. Week 7, 86% of snaps and only gave you 8.9 points. And when he got 52% of the snap share against Buffalo, he had 7.8 points. And then the man went on IR. Why are we excited about Jordan Mason? Why? I don't understand it. I'm not picking any Jordan Mason. I'm good on that. I don't understand it. Why they want to let me pick Scatterboo? What is really going on? All right. Hey, suggesting Andrews, and guess what? I do not disagree because I need to plug in my tight end spot. So why not plug in my tight end spot? I'm not off Mark Andrews this year. I'm on him. And now, as far as my starting position, we still got the defense open. We can go defense. I know for a fact defense are going to go off the board after this. Well, let's be real. If in a redraft league, there's always someone that take like the defense and kick it early. Like the defense would have already went off the board right here. Right? What about the top defense would have already been off the board? I can guarantee you that because there's people that go to fill up their lineup first. Matter of fact, they might fill up quarterback, running backs, wide receiver, and tight end, and just say hell with the flex. I want to be the first person to take a defense and a kicker, and that makes them feel. And I'm not against it because if you feel comfortable with your team after drafting, that's that's a part of fantasy. You feel good about your team after you draft it. Now, I will say about 98% of people feel good about their team after they drafted the team. So that's not a big part. Managing the team is a big part, but making the right picks. If you can make the right picks, it don't matter how you make the picks. To be honest, good luck guessing that though. Good luck guessing that. So, I definitely want Garindo. I'm a Garindo fan, so I'm gonna pick Garindo. And let's see how many defense went off the board. And there we go. Let's see how many went off the board. So only one. So I don't mind getting me a top tier defense. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. One tactic I do plenty of times, especially like when I'm on a turn or something, I'll double tap the defenses. Like I'll get 2 top defenses. I do it a lot. I don't have a problem doing it. So let's do that. Double tap the defense, and I play the matchups. I'm just letting y'all know what I do, and I don't mind getting a second tight end. That's not nothing I normally do, to be honest. But I believe Pitts can make a bounce back, and then I can trade him. But what I usually do, I usually like pick a backup running back for my bench. Usually be filled with backup running backs. So to me, Dylan Sampson would be the pick at this moment with the current news of what happened with your boy, what his name, Juckins. Just getting arrested for battery. So they gave me an 86. Let's see how I feel about my team. Lamar Jackson, Bucky Irvin, Herbert, Lamb, Harrison, Mark Andrews, Jameson, Ricky Purcell with the Eagles defense. On my bench, I got Javante, Scatterboo, Garindo, Steelers defense, and Sampson. And I feel good with 2 starters. Well, Williams, who will be a starter, and Scatterboo, who are going to be the presumed starter. I feel good about that. Those 2 are my. So if I did need to make a trade, I can. If my players stay healthy mid-season, I can go, and consolidate my team and make a trade for, one of the stars. So I actually do like this team. Look like I said, they don't think it's bad. They gave me the 4th. They were ranked as 4th. And it might would have ranked it higher if I would have made that last pick that they were suggesting me to make. And they probably gonna show it. Let's see if they show that pick. Nah, they didn't show it. Let's say the last pick they was asking me to pick Pitts, even though I didn't feel it would move the needle either way. But here's the deal: they're saying the number one thing they said, if I would have went Pollard over Parcell, and then with Marquise Brown over Dylan Sampson, that would have been a 40-point difference. They don't really say and what's a 40-point difference, because 40-point difference would have made me number 3. So they would have ranked me number 3 instead of number 4. So I mean, it's no big deal. It said this person don't like my team, bro. I never heard of you. I don't know if y'all know. Every time the person don't like my team and I like my team, I go see if I follow them on Twitter. If I do, I unfollow. I do not follow this guy on Twitter. So cool. If I like my team, you don't like my team, I don't even want to see your tweets. Let's see what they say my steals and reaches are. My steal is Mark Andrews, and my reaches. Let's see. I already know who will say for the reach. They put 2: Ricky Porcel and Garindo. Hey, I like Garindo. Every time I try to get Garindo for value, someone overpicks him, especially a CMC. The CMC owner gonna reach on him. So I'm probably not gonna get him unless I'm in a mock draft here. It'd be hard to get him. I own him a lot of him in Dynasty, but redraft it's hard to get him. So there you have it, folks. I'm not gonna keep you long. Let me know what you thought of the team I dropped. And if you like it, press the like button. If you hated it, comment and let me know why you hate it. Peace.